Get ready to see how I keep my house sparkling clean week after week with an easy and effective cleaning routine. Hello my blueberries, it's your girl Bianca Rice here, your companion in cleanliness and contemplation. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into something that might not sound exciting at first, but trust me, it's a game changer. Having a weekly cleaning routine. Whether you're a cleaning pro or just looking for some inspiration, this video is for you. Let's get started. Before we jump into my routine, let's talk about why keeping a clean home can be such a challenge. We all lead busy lives, juggling work, family, social commitments, and more. It's easy for cleaning to fall by the wayside when we're exhausted at the end of a long day. Plus, there's the overwhelm factor. When your home gets really messy, it can feel impossible to know where to start. You might look around and think, I don't even know how to begin tackling this. And let's be honest, cleaning isn't always the most fun activity. It's tempting to put it off in favor of more enjoyable tasks. But here's the thing, a clean, organized home can significantly reduce stress and improve your overall quality of life. That's why having a weekly cleaning routine is so important. So, how do I stay on top of my most important chores throughout the week? The key is having a structured routine that's easy to follow. I keep my cleaning schedule in two places. My physical planner and digitally on my phone. By now I do know it by heart, but it is always good to have it written down somewhere to check up on or make changes if necessary. So as you can see, Monday starts with a whole heap of laundry for me. I typically do my cleaning tasks in the morning after breakfast. I find I have more energy then, and it's satisfying to have a clean house for the rest of the day. I actually love doing laundry. I just feel so accomplished after I put on a load, because it's a huge chunk of homemaking and the actual heavy lifting is done by a machine. While the first load is washing, I take care of general tidying up and emptying the dishwasher. Later I'm going to hang up the clean laundry to dry and take advantage of the nice weather. I started having a dedicated cleaning routine a few years ago after we settled into this house, and I realized taking the whole day out of the week to clean the house from top to bottom just wasn't working anymore. Up until that point, we lived in a small one-bedroom apartment, and back then I just took Saturday morning to take care of the whole household, and that was that. But now it would be just exhausting to do everything all at once, and with my husband's changing working hours every week, it's not an option anymore. And let me tell you, having a weekly cleaning routine has so many benefits. It saves time in the long run because small messes don't have a chance to become big problems. It reduces stress because I always know what needs to be done and when, and I don't forget anything. And honestly, it just feels good to live in a clean, organized space. I encourage you to establish your own cleaning routine if you haven't already. It doesn't have to look exactly like mine. In fact, it should be tailored to your specific needs and schedule. The important thing is to find a system that works for you and stick to it. The cool thing about being an adult, in my opinion, is that you can organize your day the way you want. We often forget about how much power we have in designing our day-to-day life. But a word of caution, if you're just starting out with a cleaning routine, it will take time to figure out what works for you and what doesn't. But don't lose hope. It was definitely an adjustment for me, and it took a while to see what works best for me or is necessary to write down as a task. But with everything new you want to establish, consistency is key, and I promise you, if you stick with it, you will figure it out and might even have fun with it. Back to my routine. Mondays is also my grocery shopping day, and I know it's not really a cleaning item, but it still takes up lots of time, and I often combine it with wiping out the fridge or cabinets where I store food, so I choose to include it in my routine. The fridge is empty anyway, and so it's the perfect opportunity to get it out of the way. This is also how I stay motivated to keep to the routine. It's all about habit formation and combining tasks that make sense. At first, it might feel like a chore, but once you get into the routine, it becomes second nature. Remember, cleaning doesn't have to be a dreaded chore. It's all about how we think about it in our mind. With the right mindset and tools, it can be a satisfying and even enjoyable part of your routine. It's all about finding what works for you and your lifestyle. On Tuesday, I start off with laundry again. I need to free up the clothes rack and then put on the next load. As I said before, laundry is one of my more loved chores. Contrary to the next task that is on my list, which is cleaning the bathroom and toilet. We only have one of each in our home, and I'm so glad for it. This is definitely the task that I find hardest to stay on top of and is most often procrastinated to the next week, to be honest. I actually tried to trick myself a little bit with this one and put up a dedicated scrub daddy in the sink to remind me to wipe down the basin more often during the week. We don't use the bathtub often, so I just dust it off a little bit and spray it down to get rid of any lime scale stains. It's more the spider webs that I have to take care of here. For the shower, I've gotten into the habit of cleaning it while I'm in it. So I hop into the shower, get everything wet and spray it down with a cleaning product, and then just slightly scrub the areas that need it. And immediately afterwards I clean myself in a shiny fresh shower. This task I normally leave until my evening shower, so I don't have footage of it. The last part is cleaning the toilet. All in all, this takes me about 20 minutes, and when I've put it off again for a while, I always wonder why I do this. This item is where I really have to take myself to task and remind myself that it doesn't take long to clean the bathroom, and I'm even happier when I've done it. But it still happens that I don't do it on Tuesdays, but maybe the next day. And that brings me to one of the most important aspects of a cleaning routine: try to be flexible with it. Plan for days when you don't have anything on your to-do list. For me, that's Wednesday and Saturday. Not only can I catch up on things I might not have managed before on these days, but when I stick to my routine, it actually means I have a chore-free day without a special cleaning task. I also like to have free days in between, in case we go on trips or entertain, so that I don't have to think about my cleaning tasks on those days. For Thursday, I have on my plan to vacuum the whole house. For this task, it's imminent that the floors are clear of any items that may lay around, like clothes, waste, shoes, etc. so I quickly check each room and take care of that. Sometimes I go room by room, but mostly I want to do the vacuuming in one go and tidy up beforehand. Friday looks different each week. This is the day of the week I leave for tasks that don't necessarily need to be done every week. Such like cleaning windows in one room, like I did this week. This could also be deep cleaning the floors, wiping down cabinets, dusting an area or a room. Having a day like this in my cleaning routine allows me to be flexible and adjust to what needs to be done in the house. Sometimes it's also decluttering an area in my home that has bugged me for a long time, and Fridays is usually the day I get around to it. Being flexible with the routine also means that if I miss a day, it is not the end of the world. Life happens, and sometimes we might not be able to stick to our routine perfectly. And that's okay. The beauty of a weekly routine is that if you miss one day, you can usually catch up the next week without too much trouble. The important thing is to get back on track as soon as you can. As you can see here, I'm listening to a podcast on my headphones. This is also something I started to combine with my weekly cleaning routine, and it has helped me to stay consistent. Every time I start my cleaning tasks for the day, I know I'm able to catch up on my favorite podcasts or videos that I've saved up over the week. This way I save screen time and still get to listen to beloved creators or inspirational videos. Saturday, as I've mentioned, is a chore-free day, so on Sunday my tasks are wiping down surfaces, especially in the kitchen, and vacuuming the house again. I am curious to see how my cleaning routine will change once my baby is born. I expect with children there will be a few more items on this routine. That's one of the reasons I wanted to do this video now, to have a clear memory of what it used to be. No, I'm joking. I'm looking forward to having children running around and dirtying everything up again once it's finally clean. If you have any tips on that, let me know. Other than that, I hope this video has given you some inspiration and practical tips for keeping your home clean. If you have any cleaning tips or tricks of your own, please share them in the comments below. Thanks for watching and happy cleaning!